Right, look behind you, Sharon. Where are we?
Nottingham train station.
We've come here today, folks, to have a little bit of a scary encounter. We're going to visit the Haunted Museum and also
The City of Caves.
which is directly below us. But first of all, we want something to eat because we're hungry. Let's go and find something to eat, Sharon. See you in a minute. Right, so we're just having a little walk around at the moment, getting our bearings. We're just following the signs to where it says the city centre, which isn't too far from the train station, is it? Plenty of walkways here, plenty of shops, plenty of eateries and stuff, but we're looking for something a little bit basic, so we'll catch you a little bit further up the line, Sharon, somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is here, Sharon. Look, it looks like some sort of
well, I'd
old
say
market.
I'd say it's the old market square.
But it's all blocked off. You can't get up there, folks, if you're coming to look at that place, whatever it is.
Pulling it down, look, you can see.
Yeah, it's been pulled down, look. So we're just making our way through here now. And this should hopefully take us to the town centre. Right, we've just come through this sort of town centre thing here. There's not a lot of people milling about, but there's a bloody massive church there, Sharon. Look at that, look.
Yeah, St Peter's.
St Peter's, is it?
Yeah.
Standing above ground level. I don't know how that works out, whether this has been dug out before, because this is actually the main road here is actually below ground level, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've literally just moved on about probably 5 minutes from where we was, folks, but we're still looking for sort of a cafe or somewhere like that where we can have a breakfast or something. This looks like a main area here, but there's lots of shops that are closed down, Sharon, isn't there?
There is.
So we're just having a little look around. There's a road that goes up there. Looks like a main road up there as well.
It's got loads of bits going off, hasn't it? I don't think we've got to the middle
yet. It's just
yet,
a matter of knowing where you're going, isn't it? But we don't know where we're going, do we, Sharon?
Looking busier up here.
Yeah, we'll have a little walk up here, folks.
Vintage, isn't it?
What's that, like a vintage shop, is it, or something? What's this place? Freshly made, handmade on the premises.
Sushi, no.
Not sure what that is.
Sushi, I just said.
Oh, is it? Sushi bar, is it?
Yeah.
Right, we've got a Burger King up there, but we don't want that. Right, just come a little bit further, folks, and it opens up. This is where the trams run by the looks of it, look.
There's a tram there.
Yeah, there we go. So, this looks like more in the centre, Sharon, doesn't it? I don't know whether there's any street
There's
food
street
here.
food there, fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Not this early.
It's 10:30 in the morning here, folks.
Oh, here it goes.
What's that?
Tram's off.
Yeah, let's watch the old tram go. Didn't know they had trams in Nottingham, obviously, but there you go. It is a thing. And then we've got this big building here, Sharon, which is the looks like the council building. That's a big old royal building, isn't it? Look at that, look.
Yeah.
Big regal building that is. So let's move on then. Let's have a little look further up and see if we can find somewhere to eat. Oh well, first time spotted in Nottingham by Trev 45321, I think.
54321.
Trev 54321.
If we've got it wrong, sorry, Trev.
Yeah, he's been watching for years apparently, and he's just like to say hello. So hello, Trev. We did see you. We did bump into you. So we're still looking for somewhere to eat, shall?
Yeah.
On we go, folks. That way. Right, we're not messing about now, folks. We are a little bit lost, and Sharon's just going to Google sort of the nearest cafe as to where we are. Oh, I didn't see that, Sharon. Look, you're standing right on Nottingham Speaker's Corner. So you've got to give a speech, Sharon.
Where is the best place to eat? That's my speech.
Oh, it's the old statue of Brian Clough there as well, Sharon. I just noticed over there. Nottingham's finest manager. That's probably apt to have Speaker's Corner because he was a very outspoken person. I liked him personally, but not a lot of people got on with him because he said what he likes and he likes what he bloody well said, Sharon. Right, what you found, Sharon?
Bill's Restaurant.
Bill's Restaurant. We don't know what it's like, folks. We're going blind. We're going in blind, Sharon. Full metal jacket. You say it's about a minute away. What way?
This is straight on.
Right, yeah. Well, you've got to start
Queen
moving,
Street,
Sharon.
yeah.
Start moving, baby. We'll try and get there. We'll have a little go, folks. Queen Street, we say?
Yeah.
That building there, look, some great buildings around here, Shell. Look, The Alchemist, that one's called. Look,
Hang on. 10.
keep going, baby.
But I'm trying to see what this is saying. It's updating. It's disappeared off my phone.
Hey?
Are we here? It's disappeared off my phone.
Disappeared off your phone?
Yep.
What's that, baby?
It's there.
It's over there.
You're always rushing me, aren't you? You never let me read it.
I'm not rushing you, baby.
You said walk on and we walked past it. That's why it disappeared off my screen.
Well, that don't look like a calf, Sharon.
Well, no.
What are they doing there, do you know?
Breakfast. They do a breakfast.
Well, let's go over there and have a
look
look.
at the menu.
Yeah, we'll see how dear it is first. We're right on the bleating bus thing. Here, look. Come on, Sharon, go.
We're not getting ragged apron prices.
No, of course we ain't. Right, this is Bill's over here, folks. We're just going to check it out.
It's all food along here, look.
Well, you got Bill's, you got George's, look. Let's have a look anyway. Right, well, that was $13.50 for a big breakfast or £10 something, which ain't too bad, to be honest with you, but we're looking for a little bit cheaper than that if we can.
Along that way's the other one.
And where's that? What's that called?
Cox Cafe. See if there's a menu.
Go on in. Well, we're at a bit of a loss where to eat, Sharon, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's a place called Popeyes over there, which does Louisiana chicken, which is supposed to be a very good place. And just on the corner opposite, you've got Jolly Bee, which again does chicken burgers and pies, it says there. But we were quite set on the breakfast, but the breakfast that we're finding... What?
Another Greg's, that'd be 4 Greg's.
4 Greg's we've seen so far.
McDonald's, Ed's Easy Diner, Rizzo's, Boost, Poke Waves, Subways, Krispy Kreme, Benson's.
Yeah, all your big corporations basically, Sharon,
Rory,
which we wanted to steer away from. We just want a simple cafe, folks, that's all we really wanted. But as I say, they're all sort of vine tomatoes and sourdough toast and stuff like that, and you get one sausage and that, you know. We'll carry on looking and we'll come back to you when we find, say, it's lunchtime now anyway, might as well have fish and chips, Sharon.
When did 11 o'clock become lunchtime?
Oh well, it's that way, and that's when the chip shops...
Mind you, we've got to make our mind, we've got to be in the City of Case for 12, we're wasting time.
Oh, well, there we go.
Let's see how far the City of Case is from here as
Yeah.
well.
Come back to you in a minute, folks, we're a little bit lost.
How old that is?
Don't know.
1483.
Look at that, 1483, folks, that building, look. It's leaning over a bit and all, by the looks of it.
This looks like it's sinking.
Isn't it?
Ah.
Yeah, this is where the trams come up, folks, so we're just walking up here. Very quiet, Sharon, isn't it?
Mm.
But we're still looking for somewhere to eat. Yeah, we just come down another little road, folks. This is all sort of oldie-worldy, isn't it, Sharon?
Eh?
This is all sort of oldie-worldy. Again, so many different places to eat, but we haven't found one that we want at the moment.
I'm nearly going for a sandwich in a minute.
Shall, look. It'll probably be fine, love. Yeah?
Yeah.
You're thinking of a what? Open sandwich?
A sandwich, just going in Sainsbury's. We've been here.
Have we?
Where's the Fox's Cafe? Look.
Yeah. We have been there. Well, was that the first place we looked at?
Yeah.
Should we just go there?
You didn't like the vine tomatoes. There's a Weatherspoons there.
No, we can't go to a big corporation, baby. We go to that one, shall we?
That was heaving though. Wouldn't it get done in time?
Well, a good shop always has plenty of customers, Shell. That's my way of thinking. Well, we finally found somewhere, Shell, haven't we? We're outside the Fox Cafe, and we're going to have the Foxy breakfast, which is £11.
45. I think.
45. So we'll give you a little look at it when it comes, folks, and we'll see you in a second. Sharon's just got to go inside to water the horse.
I've got no horse to water.
Go on, off you go, baby. Right, so we've just paid up front, folks, and there's the bill for what we've had. We've got 2 drinks at $2.95 each, and 2 breakfasts at $11.45.
It's nice to see someone that does a diet drink besides Coke. I can't stand Coke and
Yeah,
Pepsi.
that's right. That's nice, Sharon. Right, I'll let you look after that. That goes. You're the accountant, Sharon.
I'm the accountant. This is the face of the accountant.
So the lady come out and took our order, and
Yeah, just
nice
paid.
and polite. So yeah, it looks so far so good. We did see the breakfast when we walked past earlier on, and it did look pretty nice. So that's why we've come back here. because we did see someone eating one outside. So hopefully, ours will be as good as theirs.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, while we're waiting for our food, it is nice, Sharon, to sit outside. Like, very cosmopolitan, I'm finding this, Sharon.
You'll be finding it cosmopolitan in Greece in 36
Yes,
days.
we've got that coming up very shortly, folks, so do stay tuned for that one.
Not that I'm counting.
It's supposed to be very hot out there at the moment, so we're really looking forward to that one. But yeah, this is nice. Finding little places like this. We could have got to Witherspoons, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to keep supporting these smaller places, and I think they take a lot more care in their food, Sharon. So that's what I'm hoping this is going to show.
Seems very busy here
It does, doesn't it? Inside, folks, it's rammed. We have walked past a few places, but they're not very packed. In fact, there's no one in them. But this one, I think that's always a good sign of a good place to eat, when there's plenty of people there. Anyway, we'll show you our meal when it comes. So one other thing to notice, Sharon, is that because we're sitting outside, that's probably why we've paid up front. I think it's common knowledge, isn't it? Because even down a Ragged Apron, they, if you sit outside, you pay first. So that's quite a common thing. Whereas if you're inside, I suppose they can see you all the time and they don't get people run out the door.
People do runners, don't they?
They do runners, that's right, yeah. Not us, Shell.
No, I fall over going downhill.
Right, just turned up, Shell. It does actually look pretty nice, doesn't it?
It does, it's very nice.
So we've got the vine tomatoes there, which as you can see, they've all cooked all the way through there. I can feel they're tender all the way through. You do get 2 hash browns. Again, this food is very hot. We waited 22 minutes for this, folks, so it is actually cooked to order by the looks of it. The ramekin of beans. You've also got scrambled egg with this. Sourdough toast apparently. 2 rashers of bacon and some nice cooked mushrooms there as well. So
That scrambled egg looks lovely.
yeah. So she's just brought some separate butter along so we can actually butter the sourdough toast. So you do that yourself. You don't get it already buttered, which is a nice thing as well. She asked us for sauce. We've gone for brown sauce and also some pepper. So let's have a little go and just have a closer look at this, folks. So Sharon's just cutting through the vine tomatoes now. They are cooked all the way through, Sharon, aren't they?
Yeah, it's lovely and soft.
Have a go. Hot as well, aren't they? That's what I'm saying. You know that this has been cooked fresh because we waited 22 minutes. Although loads of food was coming out, Sharon. What's that sausage like?
Very nice.
Right, so I'm going for a bit of... Oh, you need 2 butter, Sharon.
Yeah, you don't need 2, you need half.
Oh, we like butter though, don't we?
I'm thinking of you.
Of course you are. You're thinking of your blinking self more like. So I've only got 1 piece of butter, folk. So I'm just going to break that in half. And I'll just leave it on the bread for the moment because that will just soften off nicely for me to spread in a minute. And I'm going to go for a bit of brown sauce just over there. Some people like it on the
I'll
side.
let you have all the brown sauce, there you go.
No, you can have some.
I'm not bothered.
I am a big fan of brown sauce. I'm not sure what this one is, mind you, but let's have a little go. I'm glad I got rid of that wash shower. Put it back as soon as they come back. Right, let's try a bit of that scrambled egg first of all. It does look very creamy actually. That's a good scrambled egg. Try the beans.
Can I just say something?
What?
You've not peppered.
No, I've tasted before, Dave. Beans are nice as well, folks. 1 sausage. It's a full English breakfast to me. There's 2 sausages, but there you go.
You've got 2 bacon though,
Of course
haven't
you have. That is a tasty sausage, Sharon. Let's have a go at the bacon. That's the smoked bacon there, folks. Nice smoky flavour. Again, the mushrooms are well cooked. I'm going to try them vine tomatoes. Me personally, I do prefer tinned tomatoes, but I will find that these are probably going to be very nice and tasty and sweet. Oh yeah, they're good, they are good. Hash browns could be a little bit more crusty, although they've been well cooked. Not bad. Right, we're going to eat this, folks, and we'll tell you what we think about it at the end. Full Metal Jacket, shall I? Right, just finished, folks. I cleared my plate. Sharon didn't quite manage all hers. What do you think of that?
It was nice. And I'd give that a 7.5.
Well, as you can see, I did finish mine off. The sausage was a good sausage, plenty of flavour. I think it might have been a Cumberland sausage, Sharon, I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, nice flavoured sausage there. The bacon, again, nice cut of bacon, smoky bacon there, 2 rashers of that. The mushrooms, plenty of flavour in the mushrooms. They weren't just your normal button mushrooms with no sort of flavour. Again, tomatoes, very good flavour there. Sweet burst when you bite into them. Beans, good beans, consistency. The scrambled egg was lovely, actually. Just not enough of it for my liking.
The scrambled egg was the best thing on the plate.
Yeah, and also the sourdough toast with real butter on it rather than just margarine. Again, very nice indeed. I am still hungry, but we used to a lot bigger breakfast, Sharon, haven't we?
Yeah.
But all in all, I'll probably give that 7.5 out of 10.
Only because my beans weren't that hot.
Eh?
The beans weren't that hot.
Your beans weren't that
No.
hot. Well, mine were okay, so
I have to have hot beans.
you can probably tell that everything has been cooked fresh.
Yeah.
Everything wasn't just heated up or reheated, so we're happy with that. Would we come back again?
I would actually.
I would come back again as well. That's actually filled a gap, even though it's not as big as what we normally have down the Ragged Apron, and it did miss the black pudding. But yeah, all in all, good place to visit. This is the Fox Cafe in Nottingham. Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. Right, off to the caves, maybe.
Yeah, we're late.
Right, well, we've just come down this set of steps here, folks. The sat-nav we was up there, and it was saying you've arrived, but look down, that's the entrance over there. So we're going to make our way in now, and we'll see you in a minute if we can. I don't know whether you knew or not, but Nottingham is home to the largest collection of man-made sandstone caves in the country.
These were mapped out and used as, and this was the street entrance. The door, that red door you've just come through there.
Ah.
So welcome to the Tigoka Bog.
Unlike other sandstone caves, Nottingham's cave network wasn't formed by flowing water. The caves were all man-made and were carved out of sandstone for a variety of different purposes. The caves in the City of Caves date back to the 13th century, making them some of the oldest beneath Nottingham. Some were used as wells, as the sandstone was an excellent filter for creating cold, clear waters. Some were used as kilns to make pottery. Others were used for keeping animals and tanning leather. Originally, the caves in the City of Caves were at the base of a cliff and were open from the outside. And in the 13th and early 14th centuries, the caves were used as homes.
Some houses had caves, some didn't, and you saw a lot of people digging down into the caves to create extra storage.
In 1330, King Edward III and a group of conspirators entered Nottingham Castle through a secret tunnel in the castle sandstone cave. They took Roger de Mortimer prisoner. He was suspected to have been involved in the murder of the king's father, Edward II. The tunnel later became known as Mortimer's Hole. By the late 13th and early 14th centuries, the caves were mainly used as homes. Poverty would have been the reason for most people to choose a damp, cold sandstone cave as a home. Folklore suggests monks may have lived there as well as prisoners and even the leper colony. By the 1600s there was believed to have been 100 caves in Nottingham. Many more were added over the centuries. Today there are well over 800 in and around beneath the city streets.
The Broad Marsh area of Nottingham was a place for the foul-smelling tanning industry in the 16th and 17th centuries.
And the process starts here. You buy the skins from the butcher and you've got to get rid of all the hair on one side and the gristle and fat on the other. So you put them in barrels of lime and water. That's lime from limestone quarries and that sort of thing. And what that does is it sucks all the moisture out of the skin, right? And the pores open up wide and the hair falls out when you bring it out, and all that, the gristle and fat on the other side is turned into a giant scab. And you just took that with urine, all right, but it's human urine. Specifically the human urine of drunk adult men, you know, because they had a baron in the local pub, you see, which would collect all the urine in. Whether it was men specifically's urine they needed or only because men were allowed in the pubs that they chose men's urine is a current debate that's going on. But yeah, at the end of the day, you'd go and pick up a barrel of hot frothing amber liquid from the pub, bring it back, mix that with some dog poo and bird droppings and rub that paste all over desiccated animal skin, because you live in the dream.
Yeah,
you live in the dream. So there you go.
Well, they still use urine now, human urine, when they're doing felt making, I think. Felt.
I think some felt making, yeah. Well, in fact, there are still 12 places in England and Europe that use the dog poo and human urine method for leather tanning.
Yeah.
They dug this by hand, and you can see they've even got divots in the pits to put the wood in to separate, so you can do different types of leather. And they put the leather in there with bark.
And the only known medieval example in England of a cave tannery has survived in the City of Caves. The constant temperature of sandstone in the caves greatly aided the tanning process. Tanning was a vile trade and a dangerous to your health. Animals' feces were central to the tanning activity, but the fringe benefit of this environment is that it repelled rats. Sandstone caves are cool with a constant temperature of around 14 degrees centigrade. They're ideal for the pub cellars, and many of Nottingham's historic and currently city centre pubs have used them. 86 caves in Nottingham were converted into air raid shelters, with stairs, ladders and extra entrances added. The caves were rediscovered in 1971 thanks to the actions of compassionate developers and the publicity generated by protesters. A decision was made to preserve the cave system.
This is a compacted cesspit. So what we saw earlier on, this has just been crushed over years. So this would have been this is a compacted cesspit.
Pillars of concrete were constructed around the caves and took the weight of the shopping centre above without posing any structural threat to the caves themselves. The shopping centre opened in 1975, and in 1994 the caves were made available to the general public to explore.
Well, we've just come out of the tour. Very fascinating. We couldn't really film in there, could we, Shao?
No.
So I did a tiny little bit, but I hope you appreciate that we are allowed to take photos down there, so we did take a few of them, and that's why you're going to get a little bit of narration. Well, you've got a bit of narration over the actual pictures as well. We haven't shown anything really down there. What I found fascinating was that house that was underground one side, that little house, that last one of the last bits there, and it's not that far underground. And also about the 1940s bit that was used as an air raid, so we found that very interesting as well. See ya. But yeah, definitely worth going down. We missed our slot at 12 o'clock, didn't we? So we had to get on the next one, which is 12:40. You're down there for a good 35 to 40 minutes, and you've got him talking to you, telling you exactly what went on down them tunnels and how they were built, how they were dug out, what they were used for. And they went back to the sort of 1300s, Sharon, didn't they?
Yeah, I can't believe it's not more known about
So
this
if
place.
you're in Nottingham, do visit this place. It is absolutely fascinating.
I think it was £8 so, which is good.
Yeah, you have to book a time slot, and then,
Yeah.
as I say, you're shown around. There was only 3 of us on our little tour, so it was fascinating. Anyway, we're going to do a little bit of walking about now. We're going to find the Haunted Museum, and we'll take you there. If we can film in there, we will. We'll see you a little bit later on. Oh, getting a bit willies, baby, getting the willies.
Oh, don't get a willies.
Here we go. You don't see these very often now, Shao, do you? Remember the old phone boxes?
See if they work. Oh,
Does that
it's
still
all
work, does it?
skanky in there, look.
Yeah, I know. Does it still work?
No.
No, don't work. Yeah, people used to go in there. Have all blinking adverts for massage parlours and things. Remember that? What's this one here? Look, what's this one turned into? That one's locked up. You can't get in that one. But what's in there? Don't know. Looks like they're privately owned, maybe, or that one might be privately owned. Yeah, they did charge about £700, £800 for one of them when they started.
Kirkby on Bay now, wait, it's a little library, isn't it?
Yeah, they turn them into little libraries, or also defibrillator
Yeah.
things. Well, if you look in our village, Sharon, they've turned it into a cash machine, haven't they?
Yeah.
We spent ages, Sharon, walking around Nottingham for a cafe, and we've literally just found it. It's called the Cartwheel, look. Proper old cafe there, look.
Unbelievable.
And I think we've walked past this street, haven't we?
No, we haven't.
Oh, we haven't been there, this
No.
one. Yeah, so we're just making our way back now, hopefully to the Haunted Museum. And if we can take some photos in there or film in there, we will do, folks. If not, then who knows what's going to happen, baby. Right, we've just done a long walk up Derby Road, folks.
What a hill.
Very interesting road that, actually. And we're standing outside the Irish bar at the moment. And if I just turn around, you can just see now, here we are at the Haunted Museum and Oddities. So it's basically at the top of Derby Road. So we're going to take a little walk inside, see what it's all about. Hopefully you can come along with us.
Yes, thanks.
Already had a bell doll, look at that. Look. Not going to touch that. Right, well, we've been told that we can take a picture in here. This is the Pendle Witch Cave. So it's a bit eerie, folks. Yeah.
It is an actual cave.
It is actually a little, built-in cave, isn't it? Sandstone, a lot of this is under sandstone, they said. So we're not going to do too much filming, but it's very, very eerie in here.
Very.
So we'll see you outside because it is very eerie. Sign in the book, Sharon, and it's very eerie. We would recommend it, Sharon? From
I'd recommend it.
Of course you would do. Very, very eerie. From Butler's Empire YouTube channel. There you go. Thank you very much. Bye bye now. Well, let's get away from it first, shall we? It's actually given me the bleak heebie-jeebies in there, and I don't normally get the
You did
heebie-jeebies.
give it to me.
Come here, baby. That place, I'll tell you what,
It's hot.
it's got so many haunted stuff. Now, who was the chap who owns it? He's got a YouTube channel.
Oh, UK most haunted.
Haunted UK, most Haunted
Oh, I
UK
can't
or something.
remember now.
And
It's all stuff
apparently
he's brought.
picked
and
up
that.
from over
Yeah.
the globe, and he wanted to open the shop up or some sort of exhibition.
He had too much in his house, basically.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that in your house.
And you get to hold a human skull,
so we didn't.
which is a haunted skull. I didn't want to go near it. That bloke in there, the bloke showing everyone around, he didn't mind doing it at all, but it weren't for me, folks. And the amount of stuff, they've actually got paranormal footage from this year, because they've got cameras all over the place.
This is only open though, this January.
Yeah, only this January. I think they said it was about March or April or something, that they got paranormal footage at 6:30 in the morning of stuff flying off the shelf behind and a glass shattered, didn't it, or something, a skull shattered or something. So that's actually on camera, which they show you in here as well. But
Just think, when you think you stand there, there's tunnels, caves, not tunnels, caves underneath. That's amazing.
We've been underground here as well, folks.
Yeah.
So do give this place a look up, the Haunted Museum and Oddities. And believe me, Sharon, there's a massive amount of
I'll
oddities
tell
in
you
there.
what, I found 2 good places today, didn't I?
You've done well, baby.
I did.
Well, we've got to find somewhere else to do now, folks. I don't know what's going to happen now.
We've got to do something nice, like go in Lush and buy some snow fairy.
Unbelievable. Let's go.
Well, this is Saturday. It's the day of the meet and greet, and look at this blinking weather, folks. Look, we're sitting down outside the Ragged Apron at 3:15 in the afternoon. It's supposed to kick off at about 4 o'clock. And we've got Sharon, we've got Harry and Evie in the back there, and also we've got Hello Vegetastic Mum. Can't hear you. Hello. Hello. So the weather is atrocious, and he's got a hog roast out there, so we're going to come back to you in a minute, because I don't know whether anyone's going to turn up or not. We'll have to wait and see.
We know 2 people
Hey?
that are Colin and Marie from
Australia. Anyway, we'll see you in a minute, folks. Right, so the rain has sort of held off a little bit, folks. It's just slight rain shower, isn't it? But Sharon's helping out. She's decided to wipe down all the tables, which are going to get wet again, Sharon. And the hog roast just round the corner there, folks. It smells fantastic. It's been on since 10 o'clock this morning, so it's nearly 4 o'clock now. He just showed me it. The crackling on it looks fantastic. Sorry, Vegetastic Mum. You've been wiping tables?
Yeah.
Well done. Now you're going to have to go around and wipe them all again.
That's what I mean, I've stopped because
Of course
it's
you have.
raining.
Sharon, it's not worth it, baby.
Just get bringing this one under.
You do that. Put it underneath, baby. If you tip it forward, then you'll be able to prevent the rain getting on it. Just see if we got some people turning up.
Look, there's a yellow thing in the sky coming through.
That's the sun shower.
Oh, right.
And that stuff dripping down, it's called rain, baby.
Thank you. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, the milk tray man's just turned up, look. Oh, lovely old job.
Yeah, that's that on my face.
Very nice. Sit yourself down. Who are you today, then?
Man from Del Monte.
Man from Dubai. What did he say?
He said you know.
He said yes.
No, he said no. He said no. He come with Julie.
Lee Van Camp, I don't know. That's not Nick Knowles, is it? Who is it today? Toulouse-Lautrec, is it? What is it?
Who's the track? Yeah, I feel like it's
Is it like the Panama man?
Yeah, sit down here. It's cheap, bit low, isn't it?
Hey? Right, so Elizabeth's just turned up. You can recognise the t-shirt she got on there, or the sweatshirt rather. And you're on holiday here at the moment,
I
aren't you?
am, yes, yeah.
And you did spot Sharon earlier on down the not the butchers. Where did you say?
Yeah, there's a butcher's
Oh, it was the
in town,
butchers.
yeah.
Of course there is, eh?
Show these and that as well.
So that Sharon?
Show our new merchandise.
Oh, she's trying to flock stuff already, Sharon. Look,
I will
Look
buy,
at her.
I will buy.
I'll buy anything.
Buy anything.
Got some tat here. Look. Hey? What's the matter, Camp?
I don't know, we selling that.
We got everything. Got everything.
Hello there, mate.
You got key rings here. Look, we got everything. Look. Got some key rings, everything. Who's this we got here then?
This is Sebastian.
Bastian.
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Yeah,
Seb.
you're 10 soon, aren't you, Seb?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Good lad. You've now seen Retro. No, it's not Retro Restore, is it? I'm blinking Butler's Empire today, haven't I? I've got another channel, haven't I? So
You
Retro
have,
Restore.
yeah.
Oh, you know about
We
that?
subscribe to that,
Oh yeah?
yeah.
I've got quite a few on that actually.
Not really.
What about Lee Van Camp?
I am, of course.
Hey?
Of course.
Mr.
I will
Camp, look.
watch you all.
Oh, we got some Lee Van Camp subscribers, then have we, or what? Oh, are they? Oh, yeah? Oh, both.
There you are, yeah.
Are you Lee Van Camp fans as well?
Bit of both.
Bit of... Well, there's only one of him, there's 2 of us, me and Sharon.
Do you want to be on telly?
And you all come from
Bristol.
Bristol.
Yeah, it's really-
Hence, not today you ain't come from Bristol, have you?
Freddie.
Oh, you have? Little Freddie?
Little friend.
The youngest subscriber.
Is he really? Hey?
And he likes Yankee cars, doesn't he?
He likes what, Yankees?
Yeah.
Your new Mustang, you seen his new Mustang?
He likes the
Oh, the Night Rider. You actually kitted it out with a dashboard once, didn't you? All the inside of the dashboard.
Yeah.
You made it out of a couple of picture frames because they got moving pictures in there. And you had a couple of picture frames which you put the dials on, didn't you? You got pictures of the dials and they used to move and all that.
They look pretty good.
And you made it out of cardboard.
All the smoke machine as well going.
Yeah.
Are you showing him your transformer?
Did you tell him about your lights?
Is what?
He left his lights on.
His van.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, he's always doing that. I'll have to sort it out and blink and jumpstart him, don't I? Lee Van Camp's left his lights on again, folks. So lucky enough, they pointed it out to him. I wouldn't have told him.
He wanted to show you his.
Oh, let's have a look at his Transformers. What you got here? Wow, look at that.
Martin, I know all about this.
Of course I do. I've got the whole set.
Oh, have you?
No.
Oh. Say they're bloody expensive.
I know they are. Well, this is Marie and this is Colin. Now, unfortunately, for the last person who had the record of coming to the Ragged Apron, it was about 400 or 500 miles.
Yeah.
How far you come?
We come from Australia.
No one's going to beat that. No one's going to beat that, are they?
Melbourne, Australia.
No one's going to beat that. And what you've got to do though is to write in the book
Yes,
to
Sharon's got
clarify.
the
We
book.
will.
Yeah?
We will, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're staying here for how long?
Well, we've got another 2
We've
weeks.
got 2 more weeks before we fly back.
Right.
Yeah,
And that takes about 24 hours, isn't it?
yeah 23.
What a long flight, folks. We get blinking bored on the blinking flight to Benidorm when we went there.
Yeah, well,
And these folks have been to Benidorm recently,
Yeah, oh,
and they've been to the same restaurant that we went to out there.
Okay.
They said the food was crap. No, they didn't say that. I had a request to go and get Dougal. Sharon's actually gone and got Dougal. Hasn't she, Sharon? We like to call him Sharon, don't we? We call him Google because he knows everything.
He does.
No, I'm talking about Lee Van Camp. He knows everything.
Dougal, come say hello. Dougal.
Say hello. Say hello to Marie. Ah, isn't that lovely? Look.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, come all the way from Australia to see you, Dougal.
We're so busy.
Have you really?
Yes, we're so
That's my
busy.
Coke.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's drunk me Coke. Have you got lipstick on it? Oh, no, it's yours. It's got lipstick on it, look.
Actually, yeah.
Did you drink any?
Nah, I just put it to my mouth and not like that. And I went,
He's drunk me Coke, folks.
No,
Just doing the raffle now.
It's a nice pen.
Selling tickets here. Lee Van Camp's doing some tat he's trying to get rid of. He's done a bit of painting or something, and he sold quite a few actually. Hold on, Shell. This thing here, Shell, is a can of something without the label on. You've got to
Oh,
try.
it's got a ring pull and all, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it'll be modern, Shell.
So it's not cheap, mate.
Not necessarily.
No, it's not like adds the value or nothing like that.
Right, okay.
It's got a
What
ring
do you
pull.
think it is?
I've gone for semolina and
Right, write it down.
I've done that. I'm waiting for you to give
Oh,
me a
okay,
guess.
okay.
Thank you.
It's something.
It's solid.
No, I don't think it's solid, Sharon.
I'm thinking when it goes in the pan,
No, it's not going to pan, baby.
there's no sloshy sound.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's a semolina. I'm going to go and get some. Rip the label off. I don't know if
Nice meeting you.
And you.
And you,
You got a free
thank
sticker, haven't you? You got a free sticker?
Yeah.
He said to me, what did you say to me? Go on, what did you say to me?
I say, you're taller than I thought.
What? Excuse me, your wife's
He's done me, hasn't he?
it's on tiptoe.
Shut up. Shut up, Cam.
No, he was stood on a brick.
I'm standing next to a brick over there, look.
Martin.
I think it's, write this down, Sharon.
Go on then. Don't be silly.
I'm not going to be silly, Sharon. There's something at stake here. Hello, what's your fantastic mum? It won't be a vegetarian.
Come on, give us a clue.
There's a clue.
What do you think it is?
Write down. I think it's tomato soup.
I think it's ghostly.
Yeah, but what mate?
Heinz.
Well, there's a lot then.
What, Heinz?
There is a Heinz tomato soup.
Oh, no, all right, something else then. I reckon it's
P&M.
P&M. Go on, go for P&M.
Oh, I've got P, but it's not P&M though. It's got to be.
It's not P&M, it's got to be specific, Sharon.
I think it's Devonshire custard.
Devonshire custard. Give Julia a shake. She knows about. Is it West Country custard?
Get your coin. Get your cash out. Pound.
Give a good shake, Jules.
Oh, yeah. I reckon so.
What do you reckon it is?
Tasty butler.
He won't know. He don't do any cooking. He don't.
you. Thank you very much.
What make? Is that ambrosia in it, Jenny?
I never heard of it before. Guess the can. Guess the contents of the can. I just want the label. That's all I wanted. Give it a shake.
Strawberries.
I can eat it.
No, thank you.
What do you think it is?
Soup.
Yeah, but you got to be more specific. Apparently.
Tomato soup.
Yeah. What one? What make?
Heinz.
Heinz. They got about 3 or 4 people said that.
Well, I'll say it again.
So it could be a playoff.
Top with the squirty, I like
Oh,
it.
hello.
Harry, do you want
We just had the Ogra. Hey, Cameron.
a thicker squirt?
Cameron, can I have a bit of that as well, please?
I've just done squirty cream, yeah?
Yeah, oh, yes, squirty cream, please, Cameron. Could you do it anti-clockwise, please? I like it anti-clockwise.
Taking the mix.
That's right.
I just opened it.
Hey?
I opened it.
No, you haven't, have you?
Julie, don't get it.
Yeah. It's condensed milk, Sharon. Condensed.
You said P&M.
I know. I just tell you what it is.
No, it's not heavy enough.
I've had a whisper.
Evie, do you want
Sharon.
some cream? Do you want squirty cream?
Look at Cameron go with that squirty cream. Look at that.
Don't give him too
Loves
much.
it.
If you left the label, I would have told you what it was.
Hey?
If you left the label on, I would have told you what it
Yeah.
was.
Is this one of your paintings you've done there, sir?
Yeah, they are.
Lovely.
They're not
What's the one at the
paintings.
back?
The one at the back is the.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't
You
it?
like that, do you?
Yeah.
Propellers don't go round.
No, of course they don't.
Someone said the propellers don't go.
Yes, hello.
Can I introduce you to my wife?
My wife?
Yes.
You watch all the channel?
Oh, yes.
Oh, hello, I've got your rings now. I've got a ring, Sharon.
Every day.
Sharon?
I tell you.
Is Sharon? Oh, you're taller than what I thought. He said that to me earlier. It's just done me. Oh, hello. Eva's in the way. Oh, hello, Eva.
Out the way.
Put a lid on that, Eva. There's some thieves about.
Will I be appearing on the box then?
Yes, you will, I'm afraid, if you want to.
No, it's fine.
Come on, Shao. Go on, go. Full metal jacket, Shao. Go on. All the way. All the way. Look at that.
Go away.
Now go away. It's not very nice, is it?
And that's
Lee Van Camp over there.
Lee Van Camp.
Don't get too near him. He- What one? What head? Unbelievable, Nicola. Terrible.
Done the artistic license.
It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I was going on
I've got to check the tartness of the strawberry.
How lovely, actually. Of course I do. I took the label off. It's Ambrosia Semolina, isn't it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that. It's my favourite.
I like it with 19, I like to make my own.
That
I think it's tapioca that I
is a
like.
taste sensation.
Tapioca.
No one's even listening.
Get the governor in.
Let's play that quick game. Yes, yes or no. Do you know what's in the tin?
Yes.
What is it?
You've already lost. You said yes.
Oh yeah, of course, yes. What is in the
You're
tin?
supposed to tell him. You'll find out.
I didn't hear you say.
Soon.
We're all done here. When she's finished, then you'll find out what's in it.
Well, I've lost.
Go on then. Off you go. Come on, camp. Here, camp's arranged in the. Of course it is.
Right. Roll up, roll up.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Come on, camp.
Down in.
What are we raffling?
We're raffling. There they come.
Go on then.
This nice lady here.
That's me.
She's not part of it.
No. Right. This is the booby prize. That's the third prize. So we don't know what that is. That's a mystery. Right. We've got that one.
Hold it up.
Right. But this is going to be for this one.
Right, what is it?
I'll hold it and you pick a number out.
Big it up.
Right. I'm not going to pick them out. You can pick them out.
Elizabeth,
Put
she's
your
got
hand in
pink
there.
tickets in there.
So straight-
Pull her own one out. What happens if she pulls her own one out?
Well, she wins it.
Well, hello.
Let's see.
Go on then.
361.
361.
361.
361. Oh, we got a winner.
Oh, it's only just been.
Yeah. Look at that. 361 is it? Look at that. Lovely.
That'll go on the
Lovely.
lucky wall at Thorpe Camp.
Oh, that's going on the wall at Fort Camp. How about that? Hey, hello. That's a nice one.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when they do the old boxing.
What's that?
When the women go up and down with the numbers.
Get your kit off then.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
Can you pick the ticket?
Of course you can.
Put your hand right in.
Yeah.
Your hand in.
Pull one out.
Ticket.
Pull mummy's out. Oh, hello.
111.
111 to 115.
Some have got
111 to 115.
Martin and I can't read it.
Casey.
Martin and Casey.
Martin and
Oh my
Casey.
god. Oh, a couple more subscribers, folks. They've won that. Look, off of the camp. Look. That's lovely, isn't it? Look at that camp.
There you are.
Hold it up, boy. It looks like it's in the sky. Look at that. He said you wanted to win it. Look at that. Fantastic. How about that?
If you want any more of these,
Yep.
I sell them on eBay.
Oh, here we go.
So,
Yeah.
the artwork. The artwork.
Look at that.
You know, that is my son.
Oh, I get on with it.
All right, sorry. There we are. Then. There's yours.
Ain't got to go home.
Cheers, Bob.
Shake hands, come out fighting.
Right, there we go. Yeah, this is for the booby prize. Oh, hello, that went down well.
Of course it did. There's nothing in there, is there?
Yeah.
There you go, you got it already.
Oh, he's pulling it out. Oh, here we go. Go on in.
Is that you in your green mankini?
What, Lee?
Was it 3, 2, 1 to what? 3, 3, 2, 1 to 3, 2, 5. Name on the back?
Is that you? 321 325. No name. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's really got a booby prize.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
You got the booby prize.
He won't think it's booby prize.
Well, Super. Well done. Well done. That was the Lee Van Camp raffle.
Right.
Happy days.
I bet everyone's dying to see it.
What is the booby prize? What is the booby prize? What is the booby prize? What's he done here?
This is.
Fancy having a booby prize. Oh! What you got there? What's the booby prize? Oh my god. Oh, I see straight away. I know exactly what it is. Unbelievable. 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 It's taller than me. What a booby prize. Unbelievable, Camp. Unbelievable. What a terrible thing that is. Right, it's the next day, Sharon. We had a lovely day, didn't we?
Really nice day.
So let's have a quick sit down here because you've got some stuff here. Move it over there. Right, so we've got a couple of gifts and a couple of thank yous to give to people, Sharon.
Yes. I'll do my gift first, this big box here.
Yep.
Oh.
That come from your Amazon wish list, I think, Sharon, didn't it?
Yeah. It's from Peter Norman. Enjoy your gift. Hi Sharon, Martin and family. Thank you for a great channel in saving energy costs to recipes and where to purchase them. And of course your lovely personalities and saucy humour. Love your channel from Peter Norman. Thank you very
Pete.
much,
Saucy
Pete.
humour,
Really
Sharon, we've got.
And then I put that piece of paper in the back. I haven't finished. What a wally.
What a wally you are, baby.
What a wally. And we want to say hello to Emma and Jamie from Ingermels.
They sent me a message.
And thank you, Gary Ross, for the tip through PayPal. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks. Gary's a long-time viewer and he's also one of our moderators as well. If you're in the chat on a Sunday evening, which this video's going, just in that column there, he's there in the actual chat.
I don't think he's actually missed one.
I don't think he has, Sharon. In fact, he's attended more than what we have.
Yeah. And Jimmy from Morecambe, thank you. And I just want to say hello to some of the people we met yesterday, which was Mick Jackie McCarthy from Doncaster.
Yep.
Elizabeth Sizer and family, especially your son. Hello. Can't remember
that
his
was
name.
Sebastian.
Martin and Casey. Hello.
Martin won he was the one who won the picture in
Well
of the Lancaster bomber. Lovely picture that actually.
And Colin, Marie, and Pete.
Yep.
And I'd like to
from Australia.
And I'd like to name and shame your sister, Rosalind.
Oh, Rosalind.
Which watches us.
But you don't subscribe, Rosalind. Get your finger on there.
Rosalind, you're one of that 51%, Rosalind.
Is it gone down to 51% now? It used to be a little bit higher than that, Sharon.
So there we go.
Yeah. It was a great day. Anything else?
And little Freddie, he pulled out one of the raffle tickets.
Of course he did. He had the Transformer. Little Transformer.
Writing, Freddie.
Yeah, and that was a vintage Transformer as well, folks. That little thing he was playing with, that little blue Transformer, 20 quid. Unbelievable.
So, from, is it Pam, Louis, Carey and Fred? And they came from Bristol.
Brilliant.
So thanks. And all the others that were there that didn't get to sign up, but thank you very much for coming. Much appreciated.
Yeah, it was a fantastic day. And we had,
nice
in fact, Michelle, we've had quite a good week. One of the highlights was that Lincoln Haunted Museum for us. I know we didn't show a lot of that, folks, because we was restricted to what we could show in there. But you go in the front end. All we basically showed there was the front entrance where you go in the reception. You go up into the attic, and there's little rooms up there.
There was that bed, wasn't there?
And there was the bed, one of the bed which an actual exorcist has been performed in. You know, like the actual film The Exorcist. It's all set up as well, and it's a haunted bed as well.
You turn that corner and you see
haunted dolls up there, everything. Then you go down a little narrow brick staircase, which we went down underground, which would have been ground level at one stage, and there's a grave down there. And they got people to come in to actually scan the actual grave because it's a headstone. When they dug out, they found a headstone there, and that used to be obviously ground level. Where are you going, baby?
Just got to go, son. I've just sat on that seat.
So we barely showed anything there, but just to let you know, there is over 1,000 haunted items on there. And there is a YouTube channel dedicated to that, but it wasn't the museum as it is now. It's in another location. If you look on the Haunted Museum in Nottingham, on YouTube, you'll find, I think it must have been another location they had, which was an old picture house. Obviously got knocked down or whatever, but most of the stuff that was in there has obviously been transferred over. Anyway, what were you going to say, baby?
New merchandise now, which is available on eBay. There's the Butler's Empire key rings.
Right, okay, baby.
And we've got these, which I'm using now, and we sold a few of them and the key rings yesterday, so thank you for the people that have brought them as well. So these are available on eBay.
Fantastic.
Or you can message my daughter. as well, because she actually prints these.
Tracy Clifford.
Yep, and it's Stacey for t-shirts and
Yeah,
hoodies.
Stacey's our granddaughter.
And-
Stacey's our daughter-in-law. Tracy's our daughter. A lot of people
Yeah.
get confused with that. Anyway, we're going to just show you our little pear and plum tree. Last year, our plum tree had masses of plums on it. This year, it's only got 2, Sharon.
Yep.
But it looks like it's got a bit of a problem with it. So any of you gardeners out there, let us know what you think the problem is
I'm
with it.
thinking of pruning it because it gets too high. It's got too
But
high.
the pear
now.
tree is tiny, but that's giving us a load of pears, Sharon. So let's have a quick look at that. We're also very near our concrete plinth for building our new log cabins, folks. Jimmy's been out here yesterday, and we've just got to go over the whole lot with one levelling skim now. So that's the footprint of the new log cabin, which is going to be attached to that. So that's ongoing. And coming over here to our tiny little pear tree,
Which is perfect type for me.
which is ideal for Look at the pears on this. We've already taken loads off of them, folks. Look, they're blinking everywhere, look. But they're a little bit hard at the moment.
But somebody told me if you bend them horizontal
And
if
they break
snap
off.
they break off and they ripen indoors.
Yeah.
I have got a few indoors at the moment.
So we planted this about
Yes, come back again.
8 years ago, Sharon.
Look, that's starting back again.
Well, it might be just the end of season.
No, that wasn't there the other day.
Wasn't it? Oh, I don't know. Look at that, folks. Look. Don't
Is
know what
that
it
a metal pole again? That's not.
No,
is
it's
it?
not. It's a plastic pole this time. Anyway, so that's that. And then the plum tree, which is the Victoria plums. I don't know.
Something wrong with that.
Yeah, tell us what you think about this, folks. If you know, all the leaves are sort of like this. Look,
It never had that before.
this has only happened this year. Is there any? I don't know if that means anything. That colour in there, sort of thing. Look, but not sure. But it's a tall tree. But literally, there's only a couple of plums on it, and there's one here. Look, there we go. Look, the plums are all right. That's one of a couple that are on there. But this last year gave off a full bumper crop of plum, Sharon, didn't it? Oh, she's gone mad on these.
I can't grow flowers, people. I've tried and I've tried. So overnight, it's beautiful.
You can grow flowers,
They
Sharon.
die, don't they? They die me. All I can do is roses. But I like colour in the garden. It looks
Night time, this is like a blinking fairy garden, isn't it,
This is
Sharon?
a watering can from Jimmy and Charlotte.
Yeah,
And
that-
these were from a viewer, and I've got these, and I've got another box to put out. I
Yeah.
love it. I just love colour in the garden, especially for night.
Of course she does. You're never out here at night time, Sharon.
No,
But
when
we
you
look
look
out
out,
the
it's
window,
pretty.
folks. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. There's lots been going on, as you can see. We had bad weather yesterday, but it cleared up after, well, just before 4 o'clock, Sharon, didn't
Just
it?
in time, actually. And it stayed
And
lovely.
it stayed lovely all afternoon, even to the fact where the sun was out, and it was absolutely lovely sitting out there. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget, folks, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, do hit the subscribe
It's
button.
free.
I think they want another holiday video, which we've got coming up at the end of this month.
For about 33 days.
Yeah, she's counting. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.
Bye.